Alright, I am live. Welcome back to my channel with me, that Final Fantasy IV Part 6 of my first playthrough of The Witcher 3, and I am playing it on the Death March. I thought it was still called Merciless, but it's not. It's called Death March. I've been calling it Merciless for a while. I don't know. But, yeah. Let's just get right onto it. I'm excited. We're going to do a lot of side quests today before we continue on to the main quest. We are in a brand new area, and I had just finished one of the main quests leading to the Bloody Baron. So let's get this recap and let's explore.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz.
Oh yeah, we also played as Ciri!
Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
That's right. How can I forget? I don't know, it just happened yesterday. But I don't know, I have a lot of things on my mind. Oh, man. Cirilla. Her abilities were pretty broken. I love the little green flash step. So fucking cool. Alright. Here we go. Just completed. Okay, Ladies of the Wood is the main quest. Yeah. We don't want to do main quests right now. We're going to do secondary. Oh yeah, that's I was told this is a naughty quest. I don't even know if I should. I don't know if I should. Alright, I guess we're going to go do the Wild Heart. It says, while muddling around in the well-shaded village of Blackbow, Geralt happened across a notice. It stated a hunter named Nielin was looking for any help he could in finding his wife, who had disappeared in the nearby woods a few days earlier. Geralt, already deep in search and rescue vein, decided to help the woman. Find the woman. Alright. Let's go, Roach. We'll do anything along the way as well.
Faster.
We also bought a lot of food, we bought a lot of supplies, so we should be good for a while.
Come on.
Should be good on supplies. So, have some really good armor. Well, decent armor. Really good weapon. Really good weapon. I don't need to stop at every enemy now. The merchant I just went to had no new items. The other one isn't gonna have it because I already know I already bought them.
Maybe I'll spot Hannah. Is that it? All the same to me.
Looking for a hunter named Nielin.
Found him. What do you want?
The notice board. Wife's missing.
Hear about your notice. I'm a witcher. When did you last see your wife?
Like days passed, before dawn. On my way out to hunt, she were asleep. I come back, found no sign of her.
Notice anything strange? Maybe her behavior?
No, she were her happy, smiling self. Nothing different than late. She's not run off, if that's what you're asking.
Maybe she went to the neighboring village, forgot to tell you.
No, my sister were never gone this long before.
Tried looking for her?
Asked round the village, none saw her go. She must have left when they were still sleeping. Told her time and again not to wander off on her own. She never listened.
I must have some menfolk to scour the woods. Nothing.
Okay, guess we'll go take a look then.
Look in the woods. You might have missed something. Ask around, too. She have any friends?
Hannah keeps to herself mostly. Watches the blacksmith's young'uns at times. And in the village, Glenna, the butcher's wife, She likes her best.
Thanks. I'll try to find her, but no promises.
Alley-oop. Alley-oop. Excuse me, madam.
Greetings, you Glenna?
Aye. But gristle and marrow is all I'm willing to sell, and you'll have to wait till I'm done carving it.
Bristle and marrow.
You the butcher's wife?
Butcher? Please. Might have called him a butcher when we lived in the shade of Novigrad's walls. Now he deals in carrion, fallen animals. Their bones still fit for soup. So, buying something?
Actually,
Wanted to talk to you about Hannah. Hear you were friendly.
She come by at times? We talk?
She seems strange lately. Any idea where she might have gone?
Strange. No? A cheerful soul always. If I'm to judge, it's the wolves got her. Been howling the nights through lately. Even the Baron's men are feared to come by. Hannah must have gone to the wood to gather mushrooms, maybe. Strayed too deep and the howlers got her.
wow. Okay. Well,
Thanks.
thanks for
Farewell.
letting me know. Let's see if we can get anything else. Wow. Before we even had a chance to talk to him.
My dad used to make swords like yours. Can I touch it?
Oh?
It's sharp. Better not. Need to talk to your father.
I forged swords once. Now it's sides and O's. For good arms, you'll need to go to Novigrad.
That's actually not why I'm here, but thank you for that.
Wanted to ask you about Hannah. Heard she looked after your children.
Aunt Hannah? Do you know where she is?
No, that's why I'm here. She maybe tell you where she was going, or anything else?
She said turnips are healthy and we ought to eat them. I saw her go to the forest with another lady. It was dawn almost. I'd gone out so I wouldn't wet the pallet.
The forest? She's done for.
Why?
A huge pack roams the area. None from the village dares go in the forest. Neelan's only one not afeared, but then he's a hunter.
Did you get a good look at the other woman? Know who it was?
No. She walked in front of Aunt Hannah. I couldn't see.
Okay. Looks like everyone's saying forest is the death trap.
Thanks. Farewell.
Looks like it's time to go into the woods. Roach? Oh?
Witcher?
What are you doing
Hello?
here? Shouldn't be in the forest alone.
I came to tell you. You needn't look for Hannah. She'd have returned long past were she alive. I'll pay you twice Neelan's
That's,
pledge. Just tell the man his Hannah's dead.
Don't want to know what happened to her?
what?
I've no
Unless you
illusions,
know.
Witcher. In Velen, you're gone as long as she's been. You don't come back. Hannah's dead for certain. Neelan ought to accept his loss. Move on with his life.
Is this the sister? Oh. It crossed my mind.
Strange. People usually
Should've probably
prefer to
said
know the
something.
fate of their loved ones, whatever the cost.
What good will it do? I'll not get my sister back. And Neelan's all I got left.
Is
I
he
can't
now?
lose him too. And, well, He'll not rest till he avenges his Hanner, even if it eats up his life. The man deserves better.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Sorry, not in the habit of leaving jobs undone.
Folks speak true about you Witchers. You're heartless beasts.
That's interesting. Why would she do that? Unless she was the one that was walking in the woods with her. Her
No
dog?
man did this. Cuts, made with long claws. Flesh torn clear off. This is getting interesting. Claw marks, deep. Smell of a rotting corpse. Blood spattered all around. Must be Hannah. Torn to pieces, literally. Werewolf. No doubt about it. Gotta be careful. Tuft of fur. Whatever lost it hasn't bathed in a while.
Oh, it was on the other side of that rock. Okay. Here we go. Sniff, sniff, sniff. We're on the trail, Geralt. Is it leading us?
Man's clothes. Shredded, but no sign of blood. Who rips their own clothes off, leaves them in the woods? Looks like a hunter's quarters.
With a fast travel point. What's up with that? Hello? Locked.
Notes. Wonder whose.
Mysterious notes. I am who I am. I can't change that. Shirts woven in parsley and potions made of virgin's tears might work in old wives' tales, but not for me. It is time to come to terms with it. With Hannah's love and an iron disciple, I have found a way to manage, but I must remember to hide in the woods before the full moon rises. To go somewhere far from others, far from Hannah. The attack comes and then passes. I'll wake up in the woods on my hands and the taste of blood in my mouth. Perhaps it is for the best that I don't remember. Oh my god, it is the husband? Killing prey with bow and arrow is one thing. To tear it apart with fang and claw. At least here, deep in the woods, I won't hurt any people. Merciful Melitel, watch over any who stray too close. Looks like... Oh.
Blood's just barely dried. He was dragged here. Wonder where from.
Oops. Okay, wow. Look at this place. You could build a lot in here. Oh.
Come on, come on.
Oh my god. Oh no, what? Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, that DC'd right there. Somebody out there. Oh, shit. Hit the modem and accidentally unplugged it. So we go again. Got him with the bomb this time. Wait, got him? Alright, a lot faster too. Alright, there we go. So, who are you, huh?
No! Stop! Don't harm him!
Is he Is it the husband? Is it really?
You insane? Stand back, he's dangerous.
Not to me, he's not.
Oh my god, she's gonna rip your shirt.
Lycanthropy can afflict anyone, but it is a curse, so sorry, but I have to.
You don't understand. I love him. He was near to being mine till you came along. Go away! Leave us be!
So what are you saying?
Not till I find out what's going on here.
I love him. Always have. Even after I learned his secret.
You knew? Did you know I shut myself in here to wait out me change?
I knew, and I didn't mind. But you chose Hannah. I wanted her to see you. I wanted her to fear you. She'd not have stayed. And we could be together.
Oh wow.
You brought her here. That night. 'Twas the reason I had the taste of blood in me mouth come morn.
I did it for us.
Damn.
She was to see you turn, not more. I didn't want her death. You've got to believe me.
I don't. And I'll kill you willingly. First time for that, in fact.
You won't kill anyone, ever again.
No! Don't hurt him!
Get out of here before I change my mind. Run.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god.
Sorry it had to end this way.
Yeah. I wonder if at some point there would be people that can control themselves, because from what I know, it said that they don't remember who they were. But this one was cognizant when he was talking to her. Werewolf mutagen, werewolf saliva. Oh. That was a good battle. It made it a little bit more difficult because I couldn't see. Wait, where's the, Oh, is that on the roof or something? Is that outside? Alright. Is she out here? Alright, so another question or something else. I recently started, well, with this new upcoming episode of The Witcher for my YouTube series. I ended up finally being able to do it at least 1080p. Alright? But I wonder how much this game would look if I actually push it to 4K. But I do want to keep performance, so I'm just gonna leave it. Oh, but look at that. It's freaking beautiful. I'm a little sad that at least the Xbox One X doesn't get photo mode. I just can't wait to get the next gen console. But alright, here we go. With Kira and her invitation. I just talked a little bit about it, and I just saw that Twitch's guidelines does allow some, so long as it's not the core focus of the game. So we're just going with it.
Why did he need them?
Huh?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
What's this? She's talking to a mage? Oh, that's it? That's all we get? Wanted to see if there's get a little bit more backstory. The rats.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
Oh, is this Alexander?
Is this the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now,
Alexander
tell me,
was...
what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, we could buy stuff. What do you have for sale?
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, what is this? 1,000 gunshot. Oh my god, it's expensive. That's expensive. So why did you want the magic lamp?
Why do you want the lamp?
We know what it does.
Witnessed why? To communicate with lost souls.
So
Didn't
he was
know
a
you were
lost
interested
soul.
in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, Alexander's
Why'd
dead?
the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
I think we already did this. Unless she has a job. Hopefully she has a job or a
Mentioned
contract.
you wanted
for us.
something from me.
Could use the coin.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure.
The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it.
They claim none who go there return.
I managed to. But while on the island, I did sense something strange.
Oh,
How'd
the
it come to be
the
cursed?
tower.
That's what I don't know.
Alexander's?
I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded.
Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Okay. And why do you want to lift the curse? I mean, we saw it's where Alexander did all his experiments. If it's the same place that I'm thinking about, I don't know the exact name of the place, but I remember, like, there were these green auras all around, magic-based, along with a crying woman.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point
she wants
is,
to be alive.
listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Alright. Let's go. Let's kill some monsters, get some loot, and get that experience and
All right,
go to level 6.
I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to
Damn
sail
right.
to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation.
Oh.
You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Those green auras. And not gonna tag along? Could use her help. Did a really amazing job when we were pursuing the wild hunt mages.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
Alright. Is it just like, you know, you wave it around in the area where the person deceased and it'll just magically happen?
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
The Xenovox. Huh.
So, where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
Alright, looks like I'm off to the Fyke Isle.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
I mean, she's given us some really awesome baubles so far. You have a new quest item. Prepare it for use by placing it on the appropriate slot in the inventory panel, then selecting it from the quick access menu. Oh yeah, here it is. Magic lamp. Alright, oh, wrong way. Wait, this way? Where's the exit? This way. Hey, look, all her herbs replenished. Pick these up, don't mind me. Ah, here's your boat. Alright, road buddy. I shall be back. Hopefully the water hag respawn. There we go.
Geralt, can you hear me?
Huh? Oh my god, scared the hell out of me.
Where are you?
On my way.
there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My
Your
feminine
what?
intuition.
You're what?
Wonderful.
Goody. I guess I'll get a recap real quick. So here we are going to the Tower Full of Mice. Use Kira's boat to reach the Fyke Isle. A horrible curse had befallen Fyke Isle, and the tower that stood upon it half a year prior. Lord Viscerad had moved his court there, seeking shelter from approaching Nilfgaardian armies. While famine raged all around, the Lord of Valan wallowed in excess and cared not a whit for his suffering vassals. The gods saw fit to punish him, and towards this end cursed him. One day a host of mice scurried into the tower and proceeded to devour everything, including Viscerad himself, his court, and his resident mage, Alexander, which is Kira's beloved. In her eyes, the isle had been haunted since that day. A fisherman feared to sail the lake, putting yet another dent in an already battered local economy. The local peasants thus asked Kira to lift the curse, and she turned to the Witchers for help, enticed by Kira's charms and her promise of additional rewards. Geralt took it upon himself and took on this task. The sorceress equipped him with a magic lamp he could use to communicate with the dead souls, gave him a firm pat on the rear for good luck, and sent him off to lift the curse. We took these things on rather easily last time, so we should have no problem here.
Geralt? Are you on the isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. This magic.
What did you say? Interference. You must be very careful.
Go. Now there's this over here, look at that.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're onto us! They're not letting Graham in!
Oh.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, like he'd be gobbling meat. With no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads. Adam!
Ah. Interesting. What about the water hag? Did she respawn? Looks like that's a no.
Millie, we...
Huh?
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
They're getting sick.
I don't know. So burning. Ah! What?
A migraine.
No. No, stay back. Don't leave me.
What Kiara was talking about. Okay. Oh, this is the locked one? Okay.
Where's that noble?
Whoa.
Lying here, quiet as a...
Oh.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin.
Oh.
More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and the daughter. To the top!
Alright, let's keep going up then.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Wow, and each one gives me 40 experience. This is way better than just me wandering in here by accident.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You need
Huh?
to be so detailed.
Oh, you hear all that?
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Stranger's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there?
No.
Who are you?
Sick. It's not excited. And that's how he died. Dang. Oh. Looks like my niece is having a tantrum. Oh, is that... Whoa. Okay. Alright, so let's continue up this. Oh, there's the woman. Is she the woman that was crying in that cell? Ooh, paranormal activity, scary place.
Where to the
Still?
laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
No,
Yes.
not yet.
Search it thoroughly.
I will. Even though I was already here before. Oh snap, I should have saved, shouldn't I?
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me.
Oh, this is the girl that Alexander was with.
I'm cold.
And tried to stay away.
Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
No need to fear me.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter.
Who's Lord? What
These
Lord?
lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours.
Baron? No.
My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
The Mage of the Tower. Who is he? We know a little bit about him, Alexander.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery.
Hey, here's the Foxo.
Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
Oh my god. I've been doing the first one. The first Witcher? Hopefully you played the third one. Yeah. That's what I'm playing right now, so be wary of spoilers. I'm guessing that potion was actually poison.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Beloved failed to save her.
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach.
Oh my.
They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
Seems to me she's on the verge of transforming.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
The water hag?
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Sorry. So how can we help?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives.
Oh.
I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle.
Okay, tell us about him. I'd like to know.
Your beloved. Who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
Okay. As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land. The base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Of course. But then, what if? What if? I mean, it's interesting that Geralt says, not sure I should trust you. But if we don't do this, she could morph into a wraith, although... I don't know.
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
With your permission. Alright, looks like we have a lover to find. Do. Can we fast travel anywhere close to him? Oh, yeah. He is actually close by. I was exploring at some point, so I had already visited this tower. Just stumbled here at some point. Oops. Alright. And look, people are actually here now. When I passed by here, no one was here. It was, oh, sorry, excuse me. Alright, here we are.
I don't want to see no one. You've got to. Just leave me be.
Huh.
And this be why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
Hmm.
You won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
Knock, knock.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
Wish we should be straight
I've
up.
been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Information. Because we're here about Annabelle.
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Definitely sounds like
Did you
it.
love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle
To be there?
and me
Yeah.
to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
And
said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
Definitely wish it was poison.
Is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
She felt everything.
She was alive the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It isn't his fault. How could he know?
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I'd have noticed she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury
Give her proper send-off.
Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Those are her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
Tower full of mice. Alright, we'll leave him be. Alright, let's see what's up next. Okay, now we have to go back to Kiara. I would have thought she would have messaged her. So let's give this update real quick. A horrible curse had befallen Fyke Isle. This court of residence. Okay, so it has been updated. Look at that. Okay, a horrible curse had befallen Fyke Isle and the tower that stood upon it. Half a year prior, Lord Viscerat had moved his court there, seeking shelter from approaching Nilfgaardian armies. While famine raged all around, the lord of the land wallowed in excess and cared not a whit for his suffering vassals. The gods saw fit to punish him, and towards this end cursed him. One day a host of mice scurried into the tower and proceeded to devour everything, including Viscerat, his court, and his resident mage, Alexander. The isle has been haunted since that day, and a fisherman feared to sail the lake, putting yet another dent in an already battered local economy. The local peasants thus asked Kiara to lift the curse, and she turned to the witch for help. Enticed by Kiara's charms and her promise of additional rewards, Geralt took on the task. The sorceress equipped him with a magical lamp he could use to commune with the dead souls, gave him a firm pat on the rear for good luck, and sent him on to lift the curse. During his investigation of the isle, Geralt discovered the Lord's daughter, Annabelle, was the key to lifting the curse. She had died along with the others, and her spirit now roamed the tower's empty halls. Trapped in the vale of tears by her love for a fisherman named Graham, Geralt thought taking her remains to the fisherman would solve everything, but instead it led to catastrophe. Annabelle, he discovered, was not an unfortunate lost soul, but a dangerous plague maiden. The Wraith had tricked Geralt. When he removed Annabelle's remains from the tower, the plague maiden was freed from her prison and ventured out into the world to spread the disease and pestilence. Oh! I should have mentioned it. I was like, but what if? But I was like, nah. Oh, shit. Geralt, what have you done? What have we done? Oh man, this entire place is gonna die. What I thought was that she was gonna escape because her bones were there. So if we move the bones, I should have mentioned it. Oh. No, Geralt. Oh, there it is! Oh no!
Dead.
Ah,
Ghost. She's a pesta, and now she's free.
Ah, crap. Oh, what the others? I just had an inkling. I was like, they updated the journal. No. Oh no, Geralt, what have you done? Does that mean the people nearby, this town?
Yeah?
They seem to be okay, but looks like they might be haunted. I may not see it now. Oh, snap. When I saw her, I was like, you know, she possibly could turn into a wraith. Or a noon wraith, to be more exact. I should have mentioned it. I had a feeling. But I was like, maybe there is some truth to it. Oh, I'm naive. I fell for the sorry sap. I'm a hopeless romantic, so it tugged on those heartstrings, and I was like, maybe it's possible. It's possible that could lift the curse. Fool! We are a fool! Alright. Let's go to Kiara, and she's probably gonna talk our ears off. But then again, that's what I mean. If she overheard the entire conversation, why didn't she say anything? I mean, when we reached the island, she said she couldn't hear us, but we're no longer on the island. Unless what was corrupting the communication was the bones itself. I don't know. Oh, man. Roach. So now let's check this. Doesn't seem Geralt could investigate these tracks anymore, so... Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay, I was gonna go the other way. Looks like it was taken off.
Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well.
Well, maybe they found some of those deserters and they just had to take this route. They lost the wheel here.
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Human, from an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it.
Well, that's definitely something over there. Package for
Package's still intact. Don't sense anything magic, though. Wonder how Kira will explain this one.
Well, it looks like whatever killed him is right over here. Oh, whoop.
Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Missing merchant's letter. Volker, we've hit gold, old friend. Not only have we sold all of our stock, we have sold it at 3 times its cost. Our customers wants it all. Wine from Boyoclair, everything from Boifulias, Noval, to the oldest vintages, white, red, rose, you name it. Catoploppus, meat, pickled beef, pepper, cinnamon, cloves. I'm telling you, old friend, everything. There's one catch, however. We must deliver the goods to Velen, to a village called Midcops. I know, dangerous. What with the war and all, but think of the coin. I've managed to secure a pass that will get you across the Pontar. Then it's just a hop, skip, and jump, and you're there. You'll be fine. Yes, we'll split the proceeds 50-50. Close. Well, Roach, gotta make our way back, buddy. Stop dilly-dallying, Roach. Stop trying to climb a tree. You're not a squirrel, Roach.
Hey, yeah.
But it's okay if you want to be. We just gotta get here. Or get where we need to. I just want to get better upgrades. More slots open. Mail's here. The Witcher Express.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Okay, got the substances you wanted.
Got those, substances you wanted.
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine. Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Alright, we'll hear.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Oh my god, it is? It really
Let's not
is?
get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out.
I don't know. Just... Geralt sees something there, and
You've been patient, thank you.
just
It's
hope we get a really
almost
cool
ready.
item. White rats!
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
She did something
Note
with them.
that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
The people?
Hateful.
That's my guess. They're horses! I don't get it. What happened to the third mouse? Don't tell me it turned into a carriage.
Third mouse, what happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale
You gonna
about
sell
Cinderella?
horses? That's it!
True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother. I'll cast the spells myself. But I
Need a fairy
could use a
godwitcher.
Prince Charming.
Oh boy.
It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen.
Oh boy.
So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo!
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
Alright then, bye, deuces. We got monsters to slay. Alright, let's have Geralt have a little R&R. He's been mauled, chewed, clawed, puked on, bamboozled. Alright.
Oh, alright. I'll do it.
I feel honored. Truly. Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
That's what I thought the
No.
third mouse was.
I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
This is actually interesting, though. Why does she think she's gonna die, or some like? She's definitely on the run and hiding in the event, and she's been anxious about this whole situation with the war and the witch hunt for mages. And she did save our behind when we were chasing the wild hunt mage. So, okay, all right. Why not?
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So,
Oh, my
what
eyes.
do you think?
It's too bright.
Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
This is...
Move it!
Come on.
she's way ahead. Alright. Oh.
Yeah, yeah!
Whoa, Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
Let's go!
A race through the marshes. She's living the dream right now. a little camp here. Oh. Wow. Already set up and everything. Bet you would do a spell to make everything all fancy.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here.
Oh?
Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Well, considering the whole continent is at war, guess it'd be nice to just have a little peace and quiet, a nice dinner. It was worth the trouble.
Beef and
Not that
cinnamon
it was.
cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with bottled water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
Oh? So we're celebrating then?
All right, I'm curious. We celebrating something?
Yes, a return to the living. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Yeah, I didn't destroy it.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands... Although, Vikyle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about.
Oh,
I'm
there goes the
sorry.
jinx.
Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits.
Ah, shit.
So?
Might have to decline. I don't even know how to proceed. If I analyze Geralt's character as a whole, because obviously I would want to play Geralt a certain way, right? But there's definitely a theme with Geralt overall, especially during The Witcher 2. Because I didn't know about Yennefer when I played The Witcher 2. I didn't know any of that. I just played The Witcher 2 and how Geralt, his dialogue, and how they wanted him to be portrayed. I mean, you could have chosen options and made it look another way. So I guess it just determines on how one plays Geralt. But from what I've seen, Geralt is a free spirit. It's not my go-to. Like, personally, I would choose sorry, there's someone else, but that'd be a little weird because honestly, I saw Geralt with Triss, but then after I knew about Yennefer, it's like, well, how? So it's I would say Geralt is a free spirit. Don't have to ask me twice, but I wish it was a little more moderate one. Alright.
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really?
That's another thing.
Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough.
And we're about to be mauled by a scary monster right now.
Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not?
And this is where she reveals that she's actually a villain and has been tasked to kill us after getting all these materials that she needed. It was all a ruse. You're about to die, Geralt. As I hear that scary laugh right there. Oh shit. We're about to go swimming in the river with drowners.
Skirt. Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek. Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners.
Geralt has trouble.
Shame.
Cinderella
Could have
lost
kept her shoes
shoe.
on.
That's an interesting thing to say, Geralt. I thought he would have mentioned like, oh, look at this, Cinderella lost her shoe.
Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
See? That's what he should have mentioned with his shoe. That's her other shoe. Oh, picnic by the lakeside.
Found me. Congratulations.
Fancy a swim?
Do I get a prize?
I have nothing on me, but I'll think of something.
Good, short and sweet.
You know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Oh, shooting
Dragon
star!
something, I bet.
No, it has a different name, but indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Did she just put us to sleep? She did.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle. The tower.
Is she learning? She's gonna learn all the secrets. That end bit right there was actually really, really good. The way they were just mingling, looking at the stars. That's always a good thing. Geralt, where are your shoes? Yara? We got a cutscene. Didn't have to put us to sleep, you know.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What's with the notes?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
So why didn't you just say
Strictly
so?
humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones.
I mean, is that why you're celebrating getting rich?
The
Makes
mighty
sense?
would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Especially since we let that, you know, the Noonwraith get away. The cause of the plague, which we released free into the wilderness. So that Noonwraith will be able to spread the plague, and she'll be able to get filthy rich because she will develop the cure. All right, do we get a cut? You know. But maybe we should warn her though.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
She went there. She went there. Somebody go get some burnt ointment for Geralt. He may need it. 3rd-degree burns.
Right on that count. I don't like this, but it's your life. Gonna hand it to Radovid? Well, quick and painless. Hope he grants you that in return at least.
Cute. Thank you, I guess. All the best to you as well.
Wait, what?
Well.
So what I wanted to do really quick was actually continue on that conversation because I felt that we could have learned a lot more. But I mistaked the white entry to like one of those optional choices, but I didn't recognize the emblem because I was just like, okay, let's see what else is here, and it was the selection to end the conversation. So I'm like, why, right? Oh, perfect! Right before, perfect. I wanted to see what else she says.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Okay, now let's see. That's probably why she wasn't upset at us to saying, oh, you know what, you messed up for letting that plague. Now everyone's gonna get infected. No wonder she's like, I'm almost willing to say good job. And I was like, what? But we let out a wraith that's gonna spread a plague. And I was like, oh my god, I probably should have stopped her and not have done it. But she knew what she was doing.
So, found... What?
Why? Alexander...
Alright, just gotta skip this real quick. I'm going with the same choices. Alright, so again, that's what like tipped me off a little bit. I was like, why isn't she saying we fucked up? Because we not only let that Noonwraith escape, but that Noonwraith is gonna spread the plague. The plague that was here on this island and is no longer contained here. So wherever it goes, she could go there and sell the medicine and just profit off it. I'd explain. And then when she's like, we're here to celebrate, I was like, celebrate what? I mean, like, there were little hints all over there, and I was connecting it, but I was missing the most vital information. And it clicked when she's like, you know, someone could go there and, you know, and this, like, you know, but it's a scary place, so no one would go there. But then in my mind, I was like, well, the only ones that would know would be the people that actually go there and know that it was safe. And it was just Geralt and Kira. So I was like, well, she seems like an alright sort. Geralt, in the journal, it's like, if anyone should know not to trust a witch, it'd be Geralt. But he was a little bit too naive. So what if I choose... If you do that, it'd be suicide. If I say I can't let you do that, it's like sounds more demanding. Like, you know, like he's gonna draw his sword and be like, oh, you know, I can't let you do that. Or if it's like defensive or... it'd be suicide.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me.
Listen to us. Listen to Geralt.
See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Go to Kaer Morhen. No, I don't think Geralt would expect me to pity you. If anything, Geralt's a softie, right? He's a free spirit, but he's a softie, right? At least the way I played Geralt. He can be a total asshole if you want him to. And I actually want to do a playthrough where he's just a total a-hole throughout the whole thing. I mean, I've made some pretty interesting choices thus far. So I can't say, you know, we're neutral good. Or lawful good. We're somewhere in the gray area, that's for sure. Just tell her to go to Kaer Morhen.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emhyr, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
No, honestly, she could do some good with the notes. And she could help people. She just, and I mentioned it earlier, it's like, when she was doing the whole fairy tale thing, I was like, does she think she's gonna die? I mean, obviously, it makes sense with everything going on. I could see that. And it looks like I was pretty much on the nose, and she wanted to have a little, like, one last hurrah, and hopefully it works. And, I mean, I was connecting the dots there. So, you know what? We'll see you at Kaer Morhen, if we ever go there.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Beds free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Alright, there we go. Now I feel much better. Now I feel better. Alright? Okay. I could live with this. That last one, I was like, whoa, whoa! There we go. Alright. Now that was a good conclusion. Alright. I'm happy with that. Now we can move on. Alright. Let's go.